So LinkedIn has got a lot of activity, particularly over the lockdown space, and there's a lot of language that I don't agree with. The very kind of like hyper mass strong, like if you didn't learn anything in lockdown, it's not the world that's a problem, it's you that the problem is. And LinkedIn is often filled with these kind of like very like aggressive, like, it's not all about achievement at all costs, that type of element. But there was something that I saw, and it was a webinar. And the title was Entrepreneurship is an Attitude. I want to address this because I just looked at this title and I was like, entrepreneurship is just an attitude, is an attitude. Surely that's not the full story. And what I'd like to kind of argue today is that entrepreneurship may be an attitude, but really entrepreneurship is structural. And then I was thinking, well, who becomes entrepreneurs? Those who are born out of absolute necessity, or those who have the luxury to fall back onto something. And what I mean by structural is that some people will have access, or some people will access entrepreneurship, not because of an attitude, but because of the support that they have access to. For me, I left law to do this. Why? Because I had a degree, I was staying with my parents at the time, I had good connections. So the idea of me becoming an entrepreneur was supported by financial support and security. So as much as it was an attitude, sure, I had a whole support, I had a structure that supports me. So really, I just want to say we should be careful about the language we use, because that's only the tip of the iceberg of entrepreneurship being attitudinal. Underneath it is the structure of entrepreneurship. Access to finance, access to mentorship, access to support, access to emotional support, to financial support, access to guidance. All of these elements is what makes successful entrepreneurs. The attitude is just the tip. So I think we need to look at these structures a little bit more carefully and understand that these are actually historic. And if we really want to increase entrepreneurship, then it's not about changing an attitude, it's about fixing the structures that support some and don't support others, and fixing that. Also, lol at just the tip. If you get it, oh gosh.